Today, our trainer is Michael Huggins. A few minutes ago on our Money Matrix video, we watched Nicholas Winton and what he did with his circle of influence. He reached out to people. He asked them to participate and come, and he was able to change the lives of hundreds of children. And you know what? We're all kind of like children. We're all wanting to learn. We're eager to learn, especially when it comes to real estate, and learn how to apply these principles. And and I'm so grateful for the people that reached out and invited us. And Michael is always telling us, you just have to open your mouth. Whoever you're with, wherever you are, look around you, open your mouth and extend that circle of influence. Michael, we're grateful you're here with us today. And I want everyone to know that Michael's here on pretty short notice. And I look forward to what you've got to teach us today, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, Ron. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the call. All right. It's Takeoff Tuesday, May 15th. It's the only one you got. So let's treat it special because it is. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. We got a couple cool announcements. How many of you guys were on the Founders webinar last night and got to see the announcements? Hopefully you saw. All right, sharing screen here. Hopefully you guys saw that we got about another month before the price increase. All right, so just a quick recap in case you guys missed it. May 28th is going to be part one. There's a three-part phase. And so on May 28th, what we're going to start doing is opening up a portion of Helios so that we can start doing events. Okay, events and registration. One of the challenges that we ran into was when we put all this effort into creating these recurrent events on our calendar, we couldn't move them over. And so they said, you know what? Instead of everyone trying to get all the events done in a day or two, we're just going to make it on May 28th. We're going to open up the portion where you can create events, run registration, and then there's going to be some training webinars. There's going to be some live webinars a couple of days a week and recorded webinars on how to run these events and do this registration stuff. It's going to be way slicker than what you're used to. So really excited about that. Then the next date, phase 2, is going to be June 18th. Junio 18. Okay, then in June 18th phase out, what we're going to be able to do is import your contacts. Okay, sometimes when I go open up manage my guests, it takes like 5 minutes, seriously, for it to pull up the list of contacts. So hopefully you guys got a gigantic list of contacts too. And June 18th, we'll be able to start putting those contacts into Helios. Yeah. Also then, the contact manager will be active. This is the contact manager is the automated program that reaches out to your guests, gives them content, gives them all sorts of reminders, videos, trainings, and they're going to be creating about 4 hours of free content. So by the end of it, they're so in love with us that it's just a no-brainer for them to pay, for them to sign up and get going with us. Okay, so Contact Manager and importing contacts will be ready on June 18th. And then the whole name of the game, what we're all shooting for, July 1st. July 1st is when price goes up. Okay, that's when the price change happens. That's when the full release, the full everything. That's when you'll be able to use all the tools. That's when all the videos will be available. That's when we start collecting the stats that you'll be able to see pretty easily. So this is the 3-phase plan coming out, guys. May 28th, June 18th, and July 1st. So July 1st when the price increase. So now we got one more month this summer. As some of you are thinking, cool, 1 month. I want to remind you that's only 4 Thursdays. That's only 1 intensive. That's only 1 Super Saturday. It's not that long, so don't fool yourself. May 20th to July 1st. It's only 4 events. Okay. So time to do your follow-ups. Find the people tell story, built for events, follow up, 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 follow up. Okay. Good job. Now, here's something else I would like your help with. What we would like to do is email Mr. Snyder. Okay, you can email him at ceo@myrenatus.com. Every once in a while, someone starts to throw some mud on Bob Snyder's name. Not because they know him, they met him, even had an interaction with him, none of that, but because an IMA out in the world wasn't 100% honest about something. So then when they got in, they saw that that person wasn't honest, and now by default, because that person's in Bob Snyder's company, they want to throw dirt and mud all over Mr. Snyder's name. So, because Bob didn't have anything to do with some of these IMAs valuing money over people and not being 100% honest, some people think that Mr. Snyder is that guy. He's that guy that goes around and just takes people's money and doesn't actually care about the people, doesn't provide training. Some people are saying that out on the internet. So what we would like to do is, it's kind of weird, but in marketing, when someone has a bad experience, they'll tell 10 people. But when they have a good experience, they might tell 1. Now, we pay you to tell people, and sometimes you still won't tell them. But unfortunately, we still have to keep up with all the naysayers. Now, there's not a lot, but the naysayers work a lot. Okay, you could go to a restaurant, and 10 patrons could have a great time, and 1 could have a shitty experience. And those 10 patrons that had a great time, they won't tell anyone. They'll just go home with a full belly, they'll leave a nice tip, and that's kind of about it. But the one person that didn't have a good time, they're going to tell everyone the next day, and everyone for a whole week. And every time they drive past it, and every time they see, they're just going to complain. So the only way to combat that is to put the proof out there. More proof. We need more proof. So that's why I happily stand for a selfie, for a picture, for whatever you guys want to do, some video, some content, because it's more proof that what we're doing is legit, that what we're doing is real, and we are changing lives. So I'd like you to email Bob Snyder, 6 to 12 sentences, right, a paragraph, of how Renatus has changed your life. How's it changed your life? Not just how much money have you made, not just how many deals have you closed, but how has Renatus changed your life? What impact has it had? Right? What was the impact? What was it like before versus after? Okay, and talk about the real estate side of things. Yes, the marketing is kick-ass, but please talk about the real estate side of what we do. Okay, first deal, your 90th deal, and everywhere in between. Let them know about how the real estate side has helped you. Now, yes, the referral side's great, but in our reputation to the bureaucrats. Were you guys on that webinar that I did a while ago? We talked about the bureaucrats at the FTC and the SEC and the Attorney General's office. So those bureaucrats, they're curious, are people buying the education because of the education's value, or they buy in the education because they want to do the marketing plan. If they see that it's 100% every IMA or every education holder is also an IMA, or that all we're talking about is just the marketing side, even though a lot of real estate's happening, we can't track it. The bureaucrats want to see that people are buying our product because the product itself is a standalone value, or that our service, the educational service, has a standalone value, and then that people are paying for that. And that's why they're happy to buy, not to get an advantage in the marketing plan. We buy for both, right? So if you just talk about the before and after of how the real estate has changed your life, then if anyone wants to attack Bob or Renatus or Jay Stark or anyone and say, you guys don't do real estate, you don't help, you don't this, you don't that, you say, well, hold on a sec there, partner. Let's take a look here. And we can pull out 1,000 thank you letters that I'll say, thanks, Bob, you helped me with my first deal. Thanks, Bob, you helped me with my latest deal. Thanks, Bob, you helped me do my first deal with my kids. Thanks, Bob, you helped me with this, you helped me with that. Thanks, Bob, I just set up a retirement account, got my 3 kids set up on an LLC, and we were able to partner on our first one. Thank you so much. Brings our family together. You see what I mean? So, write some letters. CEO, 6 to 12 sentences, nothing long. If you want to write out 5 pages, that's okay too. But at least, this is what I'm saying, the minimum here, 6 to 12 sentences. But if you want to write a few pages and get all the emotion out there, great, let him know. He eats it up. The only reason he started this company was for the thank you letters, not for the money. He's already rich. Okay. So write him a thank you letter. Even if you haven't done a deal yet, still write him a thank you letter. Hey, because of you, I've been able to fix my credit score. Because of you, I've been able to help my mom with her retirement account. Because of you, you see what I mean? So you don't have to actually do a deal. You can talk about how the education's helping. So can you guys do that? Is that something you can help with? It's a personal request I'm making. Will you do that today? Set aside some time. Make some bullet points throughout the day. Just open up your notes app on your phone, right? Make a few bullet points, and then on your break, or instead of going to Facebook next time, the next time you thought going to Facebook, just go to your email and write an email. Don't worry about it being grammatically correct, anything like that. Okay, well, that stuff's easy to fix, but get the words out there. Okay, so will you guys help? Oh, I got some texts, some chatty chats. Okay, Wanda says she'll help. Good. Oh, there's a question from Ben. So price increase has been delayed. Yes, Ben. Been delayed. That's great news. Okay, yes, Phoebes. Phoebe's writing to Bob. Woohoo! We're getting some people saying yes. Melissa, right on. Thank you very much. Get those lovely letters out there. Okay. Brianna, Natalie. Yes, sir. Ryan and Michael. Cool. Finally, some guys are stepping up. For a minute, it was just ladies. Charlene, White, Tammy. Okay. There we go. See, so Dr. G's on it. Max. Good. Cool. And then next time you see Mr. Schneider, then you could say, hey, man, I wrote you that letter. Thanks again. He'll be like, you wrote me a letter? Thank you so much. He'll give you a big hug. It's awesome. I see it happening already. Yes, Charlene, CEO at myrenatus.com. That is correct. Okay, cool. Cool. All the marketing efforts. Yeah. Ron Heyer got to retire 10 years early because of Renatus. Cool. Okay, here we go. The next thing, in continuing our brand reputation. That's what it's all about, brand reputation, brand building. So you guys know how we have wonderful stats with the BBB. right? We've got an A+ rating. People go and look us up and they go, oh, they're right. They are legit. Check. Then they continue down their due diligence. Where's the next place they go? They go to the Google machine. Well, we got a 5-star rating with Google. So their brain goes, aha, check. This is legit. I can do it. Now there's one more. There's one more called the BCA, the Business Consumer Alliance. So it is pretty much another BBB, another private party that gives reviews, the Business Consumer Alliance. So what I'd like you to do is go to checkbca.org. Type in right here where it says looking for a business, type in by name, and then type in Renatus. When you do that, there's only one that's going to come up right here. Renatus LLC, Real Estate Investments. And then what you're going to do in here is you're going to come and write a review. Look, we have 0 reviews, 0 stars. So someone comes here, they're going to go, I don't know. Especially you guys in California and on the West Coast. This Check BCA is actually a pretty big deal more on the West Coast. Okay. This is another third-party credibility. So look at that. Business started. Bob Snyder, CEO. Bob Snikler. I'm going to tell him about that. Bob Snikler. Oh my goodness. Mr. Snyder. checkbca.org as your name as Bob Snikler. Okay, fix that. We're always about fixing stuff. I should probably throw a good morning in there for good measure. Okay, cool. Fixing stuff all the time. So right here, write a review. Okay, so a simple review. I'm choosing 5 stars. A summary of my review. A summary of the review. So hopefully some of you guys are at your computer right now thinking about how you're going to summarize your review. I think what I'll put in summary is worth every penny my life and family are now worth every penny. We are so grateful for the team, info, support, leadership, and what else am I grateful for? We are so grateful for the team, the info, the support, leadership, and I'm going to guess Bob Snyder. Another exclamation point going right here. Okay, worth every penny. We are so grateful for the team, info, support, leadership, and education. I've taken back my existence so I don't have to die like a punk. Okay. So you guys see what I'm doing with this now? I will finish this once we've wrapped up this webinar, but you guys see now, it's a pretty simple thing. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be fancy. Again, it doesn't have to be grammatically correct either. Don't get all wrapped up in that. Just put out a review so that people start to look us up. 5-star, 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 right? We're 5-star Empire. We got 5-star generals. We're 5-star qualified. So let's get some 5-star ratings. So also, if you haven't gone to Google and Googled Renatus, not Renatus Coaching, Renatus. You just Google Renatus. All right, cool. So the BBB has a 5-star rating. Glassdoor's got a 2.7. Okay, so we're gonna have to go in there and change the reviews on that. Facebook's got us a 4.8. But where's Google's rating for Renatus? Renatus Denver, nice. Yeah, who the heck are all these Glassdoor people giving us less than a 5% rating? Okay, cool. So this person gave a 5-star rating. This person gave a 2-star rating. And this person gave a 1-star rating. So because this person is so uninformed, look at this person. Unless they have friends, they won't become rich. What an idiot. You don't need friends to get rich. You need to work to get rich. You also need to work to have friends. All right, so you also come on to glassdoor.com since that shows up in the first 10 of Google, and put in here, you know, a reminder, this isn't a job. If you're looking for a job, you shouldn't have come here. This is for monies, for training. Cool, so that would really help. Look at this person, great to be big from nothing. Started at the bottom, now they're here. Yep, so we're gonna clean that up too. And maybe we could even flag these ding dong things. Right, I gotta create an account. So flag it and be like, I don't think that guy is accurate. I don't think he should get to have his rating up here. So anyway, these little things right here are, the bureaucrats love it. They look for one little stupid thing like this and then blow it up. Right, so this person is just an employee mindset. Right, he says, I tried. Unfortunately, I tried and only got people who were unemployed and desperate. To be an employee with no benefits, you must invest $2,000. See, again, this guy, so this should be a total flag. You should flag it, say this is an inappropriate review. This is not even the same thing. Yeah, don't take advantage of people by promising they'll be rich. You're right. That's part of our training. Don't promise they'll be rich. Anyway, so you guys clean this stuff up too. Yep, just write what's from your heart. Like what Ron says, try what's from your heart. Don't try to modify or anything like that. Just speak your mind as if you're talking to Bob Snyder or Jay Stark, someone from the home team, or to your mom. Like, what if your mom was like, hey, are you doing the right thing? And you're like, yeah, check out my review on Glassdoor. All right, and she reads your review about Renatus, so your mom is proud that you're doing Renatus. Okay, that's our reputation. It's on the line. These people, these confused, sad people. All right. But for the most part, we got a great rating, guys. Keep up the great work. You are, your results are the things that at the end of the day are going to help us with the most reviews. When you don't drop out, when you stick with it, when you are diligent, when you try your damnedest, when you go through the challenges, you're the one that's going to help us look good. Okay, where do we go? Back to here. Okay, so BCA, Business Consumer Alliance, and then for good measure, even though it's for employees and employment, Glassdoor is still something that shows up in the top 10 on Google. So, yeah, will you guys be able to do that? Okay, perfect. So, anything else? It's 8:40, it's Tuesday. Just scroll down, Jess Mickelson. Let's do it as a review. We're gonna do it together as a team. So check bca.org, logging in, brand new, type in Renatus, R-E-N-A-T-U-S, hit search, searching. Then you gotta scroll down, my friend. It's right there. You do have to scroll. Cool. Okay, any last questions? Should check commissions real quick and just make sure we're making money. I'm not the only one. Okay, so commissions pending, good. Things are still happening. Commission history, yes, over 30,000 for March, good. Should end right around 50,000 for March. There's another 7. Remember, tomorrow is the last day for putting in orders, getting signatures if you still want orders to finalize and pay out in May. Okay. Thursday is the first day of June. Any orders you put in Thursday and beyond will pay you in June. Tyler, we missed you. And yes, I missed Founders Webinar last night. It sucks for you. I'm pretty sure. Yes, they do post them if you go to the training tab. And then you go to webinar recordings. And so right there, you can see we had the 2 weeks ago, we had Mark Sizemore's up there. So usually they'll post up like 2 or 3 at once. Hey, all of you guys should go watch the March 12th one. All your brand new teammates that you have, any new people, go watch the March 12th one. This is such a good use of your hour, especially if you're trying to get 5-star or you are 5-star and you have people on your team that don't have money, that don't call people, that don't build, that aren't 5-star, and you're like, what the hell? Come on. Go watch this. March 12th, under the training tab, webinar recordings, March 12th. Go watch that one. And then when the Founders webinar comes out for the recording for this last one, you'll see it in a couple weeks and you can get caught up. There was a lot of functionality stuff they went over, Tyler, but the main point were those 3 dates that I gave you at the beginning. Okie dokie. Well, thanks for being here, guys. I got my follow-up. She just showed up, so I'm going to head downstairs. And we're going to keep smiling and dialing. Okay. You're in control. You got this. It's your life. Stay focused. Add value. Ask for the order. See you guys.